Hey guys, so yeah, like this is like for people in the UK, I guess mostly. You probably had the news right? About in England, or like what's administered as England. Matt HanCOCK has decided to make face masks mandatory in all shops, which includes supermarkets. So if you want to go out and buy food, you're basically going to have to wear a mask after July the 24th. That's pretty appalling. It's already a case in Scotland, which is such a surprise because we all know how much Nicola Sturgeon loves defending human rights, like with free speech and stuff. So yeah, really annoying because this is going to affect everyone. You know, it's not just clothes shops or it's not just pubs being closed. It is if you want to go get food, unless you do order by delivery, which of course I think is more expensive. Probably you have to pay additional fees. It's harder to actually get a slot as well because we tried it back in March, April. But yeah, this is going to be a right pain for everyone. You have to wear a muzzle over yourself, and if you don't, you're going to get £100 fine by the police. Because I go shopping a lot. Well, not clothes shop or anything, but to get food, you have to go shopping. So everyone pretty much is going to have to wear a mask unless you get someone to go shopping for you. Now, one slightly bit of good news. I sort of did a bit of digging around, and I found that the rules are basically the same as the masks being mandatory on public transport, which was introduced on June the 15th, and that is that there are exceptions. You're exempt if you have a disability, or and this could be quite useful if wearing a mask would cause you severe distress. So you can probably tell by the tone of this video that wearing a mask would cause me severe distress. So there are hopefully ways around it, and of course people are already talking, like other normies are already talking about how it's not going to be enforceable by police because you can't have police down every aisle in a supermarket and stuff, and so that's also a bit of good news. So God willing, I should be able to, or anyone should be able to get around wearing a face mask when they have to go out and buy food. But I am so angry at this, wearing a mask. Isn't lockdown supposed to be easing? It's crazy. That video I made a couple of weeks ago, never forget the lockdowns. I said we're probably not going to have a chance to forget about it because all this crap's going to be with us the whole time. They call it the fucking new normal, and it looks like all this stuff's here to stay. Because as I'm saying, lockdown's supposed to be easing, things are supposed to be opening up. You'd think if they were going to force people to wear those horrible looking muzzles, like everyone's doing surgery or something, they would have done it back in March when everything was strictest lockdown. You could only go outside once a day to exercise, for crying out loud. But no, July the 24th, when they're reporting 10 deaths a day nationwide or whatever, roughly. At the moment, it goes up and down a little bit, but the numbers could be made up. We don't really know. But anyway, the narrative is that things are easing, things are opening up. Why are they introducing these restrictions? Why wasn't that introduced back in March and then eased now? It's abhorrent. It is absolutely disgusting. I'm so angry at Boris Johnson because Michael Gove was sort of insisting that it wouldn't be mandatory, and Boris Johnson comes along and everyone has to wear a mask. Fuck him. He was elected on a platform of not necessarily libertarianism, but quite liberal socially and economically. Letting people sort of decide how to do their own thing, and he's just completely gone back on that, and I'm so angry at him. If Corbyn got elected, or even that Liberal Democrat, at least we'd know what we were getting, like some obnoxious authoritarian socialist. But Boris Johnson, he basically pretended he wasn't. I've done my research on it, and I mean, obviously, I think this goes against Article 61 of the Magna Carta, or it all has, all this lockdown rubbish has. But this does as well. It's about lawful rebellion. You can object to a government that isn't acting lawfully, isn't protecting your rights under the Magna Carta, which this government certainly isn't. But even failing that, the law as they've written it says that there are exceptions. So go with that, I suggest. But yeah, do your own research. Like, as angry as I am about this, like, thank goodness we're not in Catalonia. I think there's four comunidades in Spain, 4 regions. It's Catalonia, I think it's La Rioja, Asturias, and I think it's Andalusia, maybe Galicia as well. They've introduced this law. You have to wear a mask whenever you're outside at all, even if you're on a walk like me here, no one else around. You have to wear a mask all the fucking time. If you don't, you get fined. That is just completely absurd. I mean, Andalusia, that's southern Spain, so people going there on holiday, I mean, that region, probably 15-20% of its GDP is directly from tourism. And like, there's a lovely places there. I've been there a few times. It's lovely beaches, lovely people, lovely food, lovely scenery, all that. It's great. But I'm not going to go if I have to wear a mask when I'm, just out and about. That's horrible. That's horrible. And no, I think a lot of other people are going to agree with me as well. Even all the normies who are, even like sympathetic to the lockdown, they're going to, no one's going to want to go on holiday. No one's going to want to go out for a nice walk, go out, enjoy a nice meal. That's not, people aren't going to do that. Maybe some people will. Oh, and this gets me thinking about this. It's almost cool to wear a mask now. It's cool. It's like, oh, look at me. Like making a bloody TikTok video with my fucking mask on. Oh, it sickens me. Really, really sickens me, guys. It's this really middle class thing, isn't it? Like, to wear a mask when you're out and about, getting your Waitrose shopping. Yeah. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. So I'm not going to wear a mask, and if you're not going to wear a mask as well, if people talk to you, just say, I have an exemption, medical problem, it severely distresses me. If a policeman comes up to you, just say that, don't give him any other details. It's horrible, man. Like, this virus thing, at least going by, the epidemiological data that we've been given, it's not going to go away, probably for years at least. Especially if you look at the charts, it's actually growing exponentially again, like in Latin America, it seems, parts of Asia, and even in Europe, like Spain, like I mentioned earlier, they've had the strictest lockdown ever, like basically impossible for for anything to move, apart from in the air. It's gone down a lot. Or of course, they might have doctored that. I might have, changed that to try and get back some tourism this summer to save at least partly their devastated economy. But even that is, those numbers aren't completely disappearing. They're having flare-ups still. They're saying they are. Who knows? But I just don't know how people can be so calm. How everyone's just going along with it. Like, so many people are posting about this, new law, saying, "Oh, I'm so glad about it, but it should have happened earlier." What the hell, man? If you're scared, you wear a mask. Don't tell other people to. And then people say, "Oh, but you're selfish if you're not wearing a mask." No, I'm not. You're selfish because you're scared of this virus thing, whatever it is, telling me that I have to wear a mask because you're scared. I have to have my freedoms restricted for your comfort. No, that's completely wrong. It's It's like that famous quote, those who sacrifice liberty for temporary security deserve neither and will lose both. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with that, guys. It's not selfish to refuse to wear a mask. It's selfish to insist that everyone else has to wear a mask. If you own a shop or whatever and you're scared, you don't like people not wearing masks, okay, you should have a right to close your shop after people who don't wear masks. That's it. All right, this is about personal choice, as everything should be. If you're scared, wear a mask, and don't do business with other people who don't wear masks. I mean, you're an idiot if you do, but don't. But yeah, you should have that choice, just as any individual should. It's like I talked about earlier in that video I made about Leicester. It's about social distancing by consent, but we're all being made to do it by without consent. Our consent is not required, and it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, and I said I was going to end the video, but just one thing I had to mention, which is almost it'd be funny if it wasn't so terrible, but all these new mask regulations, they're being enabled by I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Public Health Regulations Act or something in 1984. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Freedom and slavery, or war is peace, freedom and slavery, ignorance is strength. Yeah. So it's really scary. We're getting less and less free by the day, really, and people just it's not even that they don't care. They're actively demanding it. But those people, I want to say to them, if you're scared, you wear a mask. If you want to go shopping with everyone else is wearing a mask, okay, then I'm sure there's demand for people to open up a shop for people who wear masks only, if you're really going to be that anal about it. But you shouldn't have the right to impose that on everyone. It's awful, it really is. But there are ways around it, like I said, so I hope you guys can find some sort of comfort in that. And like I say, those who sacrifice liberty for temporary security deserve neither and will lose both. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. I'm going to end it now finally. So yeah, see you guys.